So let's wear the stats of the legendary. And we'll wear the pajamas again. Let's do this. We'll apply the look of this one for now.
We'll come back anytime.
Isn't it better to like all of them equally than have one that just is miles better than the rest? Well, it would be a personal preference thing, Golomancy. Like, think about Guild Wars 2.
Don't pass by again.
There's lots of outfits and armor sets in Guild Wars 2 where I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that looks interesting, that looks good, that looks cool. And then there's a few of them that are like, oh, that is so like my type of thing. I get to, the horns on the helmet, I get to look like a big Viking, or whatever it is. There's a couple of armor sets that I go, that really speaks to me. I feel like none of them really speak to me.
This is your chance.
Yeah. Okay, so where can I check out? Can I upgrade this new armor set? And I'm gonna cry about the materials I don't have.
Outlander.
By the way, I got the ammo crafting at the bench upgrade finally, which I'm still not a big fan of. Advanced explosives. I don't even have the first tier. Cheapers. So I probably won't even wear this. Dreadwing, Frostclaw. I can't even upgrade it the first one.
I offer you an honor.
I think it's still going to be better if I wear something I've upgraded a few times. Because the default 41, 30, 31. 30, 31. I guess it's okay. Potent medicine capacity. And the slots are both locked for that. What armor did you guys wind up wearing into your end game? Heavy weapon. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go back to the one I've upgraded. You wore the legendary, the one I just got? Did you guys upgrade it at all? It does have more resistances to like lightning and purge water and acid and things like that over the one I was wearing before. But I can't even put a weave in it. I can't even put a weave. All right, we'll just go with it. Okay. It's not hard to upgrade? Well, I've been hunting monsters the entire game with easy looting enabled, and I don't have all the stuff I need.
I have the supplies you need.
Okay. Does she have the supplies I need to upgrade my armor? Do you? No, of course not. That would be too simple.
My stock will be here next time.
Because you've seen the baddie needed once in a main mission. Yeah, I mean, we found another Dreadwing somewhere over here yesterday. I don't remember where it was exactly. And we wound up, I remember not attacking it. All right, let's go back to base. I think that's the two things I wanted to do. Unless we want to try the last hunting grounds. The rain trace. Those will probably drive me crazy. I got the best score on all of these. But never this. I didn't do these yet. Use shock ammo on a tremor tusk to build it up to the shock state and then shoot the tusks off. Override and mount a claw strider and use it to kill the other machines, and then shoot off any of the tremor tusk cannons and use it to kill machines. How funny. All within time limits. Yeah.
Regala's dreams will turn to...
All right, let's go back to oh, we have a new quest that popped up here. And we got a Yara side quest. What is this? Salvage contract should be done. All right, let's go check in with our friends. We won't do the wings to 10 just yet, though, because there's a couple other things I want to do. But let's go check in at least. Let's see what happened. The farmable one is way back west by Silence Place? I don't remember Silence Place. There's only one farmable Dreadwing? That seems kind of crazy.
If the nuke can survive freezing, so can I.
All right, so we have to. Do they know what happened? Do they know what happened to our friend here, or do I have to break the news? Zoe's gonna be like.
When you're wounded, you have to strike back. Draw blood.
Hey, can't I get one damn minute to mourn my friend?
Regala is going to slaughter my tribe to overthrow Hikaru. The Zeniths have Beta and Gaia. We can't sit around wallowing in our losses.
Kutalo's right. We must fight.
Oh, all right, so what are we gonna do, huh? Take on all of Regala's rebels?
Not to mention the Zeniths. What can we even do? Throw ourselves at their base?
Something like that. So...
After we lost contact with you, we regrouped and went to Gemini. What happened? The recording we found on Varl's focus cut off when that Zenith Eric...
The Zeniths were tracking Hephaestus. When Gaia trapped it in Gemini, they knew where we were. After Varl tried to stop them. They took Beta and Gaia. I only survived because one of the Zeniths turned against the others to save me.
One of them? Well... at least we didn't lose you too. So what do we do now?
We're going to defeat the Zeniths. And get Beta and Gaia back. But first... we're going to stop Regala.
How?
Back in Gemini, Beta gave me... a gift. There's something I need to do first to make it work, but it could put an end to the bloodshed.
Word is, Regala's readying her army for an all-out assault on the Grove. I need to be there.
Go.
I know. Go. Stand with Hikaru. And keep an eye on the sky.
Strike true as the 10.
The rest of you, whatever preparations you need to make, upgrades, resupplies, Get on it. It won't be long before we take the fight to the Zeniths.
We'll be ready, Aloy. And when you're ready, meet me outside the east exit. I'd like to have a word in private.
Even when things are darkest, you're the flame that lights the way forward.
Just tell me one thing. Am I gonna get to smash up a bunch of Zenith bastards?
We all are.
Good.
Ugh.
Before I do anything else, I should check on Zoe. It sounded important.
Okay, if I talk to Zoe, does that trigger the next main story? I'm okay to do that, at least talk to her. All right. Thank you. Just do a manual save. Anyone else having a problem with ninjas cutting onions, or is it just you? I know, this is heartbreaking.
Over here, Aloy.
This is seeds. Did she give him
We
seeds?
would come out here to tend to the garden. Sometimes I needed fresh air. Other times we would simply sit and watch the sunrise. So when we returned from Gemini, it seemed fitting that he be laid to rest here. Now he can always look out at Plain Song and further east to the Nora Sacred Lands.
He would have liked that.
He often spoke of his sister, Bala. He said she used to gather her favorite golden blooms and tie them to her spear. Their mother called it useless, but Bala was stubborn.
Yeah, she seemed like that.
It wasn't easy. But I tracked down the flower. Gathered its seeds. As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the sea rises, as certain as stone. From death follows new life. So it is with the land. And so it is with us. I'm with child, Aloy. I was going to tell him when he got back from Gemini. Instead, one day, I'll bring our child here. We'll sit among the blooms and watch the sunrise.
I never got to tell him. To thank him. For saving my life, sure, but also for not giving up on me.
He always knew.
Goodbye, Varl. I promise to look after them.
Oh, man.
I'll try to visit again when I can.
Oh, you can visit just like
But for now,
in the first game where you could visit Rost.
I need to go to the fabrication terminal to install the new override on my spear. Then I'll use it on a sunwing and get ready for an entrance Regala will never forget.
Oh, nice. Hey, Tagos, what's up? So can you, can I do the next part before going right into the... Can I craft the Sunwing override? That's gonna be amazing. I can do that and not go into the next story? Alright. Woo! That was rough.
Friend,
Yeah?
I was thinking we could spar for a bit. When you have the time.
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course.
Might be a way to deal with my anger.
Yeah.
Yeah, beating the crap out of me makes you feel better. I'm all for it. I thought you were gonna go fight some Tanakh.
I wanted to check in with you first.
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just, picking up the pieces like everyone else. I'll be there when you need me.
I never doubted that.
Oh. Good.
He seems so
Glad
surprised.
you're back.
So am I. Do you think so will be okay?
I don't think anyone's ever okay after losing the one they love. I can't tell you she's handling it better than I ever did. That keeps the rest of us level-headed.
What's wrong with your shoulder?
Yeah, it hurts a little. Yeah, maybe a lot.
What'd you do?
Well, I tried to arm wrestle with Katalo.
Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a great idea.
I was just curious to see if that new arm of his was as strong as it looked. Turns out it really is.
What a dork.
I know you hate waiting, but you'll have to stay back here a little longer.
Well, you go do what you gotta do, but are you okay? It's not just Varl we lost. Beta's gone. I almost lost it when I realized my sister had been taken by Derval back in the Sundom.
I'm getting her back. That's all that matters.
Understood.
And this...
You should know. Silence is involved with the Sons of Prometheus. He's the one who gave them the override tech to begin with.
Why doesn't that surprise me? That's probably all part of some master plan, huh?
No.
At least we know we're good at wrecking those.
Damn straight.
Alright.
I need to get going.
You better get there before Katalo tries to take on Regala's entire army by himself. Yeah, do me a favor. Don't go disappearing on us again.
I'll do my best.
Alright. Oh, we could do, we could do her side quest. Yes. We can do her side quest. 57! They can't all be winners. Twilight, thank you so much for the 57 months. How you doing? Oh, that's the resub you've been waiting for. Since the beginning of the day. Nice, they finally let you do it. Hey, it's still the 6th. They can't all be winners, but I sure am. I like the confidence.
Think you can manage things here while I go help Akaro?
Stopping Regala's war. It'll help us take the fight to the Zeniths?
Yes.
Then I'll make sure the rest of us are ready upon your return.
Okay.
Thank you.
How's Aaron doing?
For a moment there, he thought he'd lost both you and Varl. But he never truly succumbed to despair. Guess that Oseram's stubbornness comes in handy sometimes.
It's true.
We'll be facing Spectre drones soon. Aaron and Katalo have fought them before, so...
Already asked them to run us through some combat drills. Aaron moves like an oaf, but he's good with that hammer.
I know we both want to make the Zeniths pay for what they've done, but once we infiltrate their base, our priority will be to get Gaia and Beta out of there.
Don't worry. I won't go seeking revenge like some blood-crazed Tenakth. Wherever your arrow strikes, mine will follow.
Let's hope we hit our targets.
All right.
I need to get going.
Whatever you plan on doing against Regala, you better return to us in one piece.
Okay.
I'll try.
All right, let's go find out about side quest.
You look busy.
My studies are a good distraction. Especially after Cauldron Gemini. Varl, Beta, Gaia, gone. And that's just the beginning. The Zeniths want to rob us of our future, too.
We won't let that happen.
Oh, and there's still something I could use your help with, if you have a moment.
Okay. So...
How are you holding up?
Varl's loss is heavy on everyone's mind. I didn't know him well, but I can see how much he meant to the others. Zoe and Aaron seem to have taken to it the hardest, but I don't quite know what to say to them.
They need time to sort through it.
And what about you? Will time heal your wounds?
I don't know. I try not to think about it.
Yeah. Do you think the Quentin came from Australia? You're thinking more Spain or Portugal? Make that no. Well, they said that they sailed. It's got to be the Pacific, right? Because they came and they landed on the California shore. So it could be Australia. And it could be Hawaii, but I think it's Asia, especially because they keep referencing like the back in the Quen's homeland. Like they sent the CO is a title that they can give to, you know, the guy who led this expedition here. But they back where they're from, they're run by an emperor. So the emperor rules that, and that makes me think more of, you know, like China or Japan or something like that. Yeah, but we'll see. I think they purposely left that a little vague because that's certainly something that they can do in a sequel, right? Or another game based in this world. Because I feel like at some point they're gonna run out of ways to keep Aloy's story interesting, right? And it'll just become a little too contrived at a certain point. But they could totally just, you know, blow up. This is a huge franchise now. You know, it's a really cool, interesting world to explore. So you could just see what's going on in other places that aren't as concerned about saving the world. They'll have more local problems to deal with. You can do all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Seems like everyone's ready to take the fight to the enemy.
Katalo more than most. If I were this Regala, I wouldn't want to cross him on the battlefield.
Regala still has a lot of machines on her side.
That's where you come in, I suspect.
If my plan works.
Any of the smallish islands would now be underwater. That's true. It's quite possible. Because you see what happened to like San Francisco is mostly underwater.
So, all of the tribes here are new to you?
Yes, I've been studying up on them. The most fascinating one thus far has been the Tenakth, an entire culture based on the holograms of an ancient museum. There's much they've misinterpreted, not unlike the Quen. But still, there's a nobility to what they've become. They're honorable and fearless.
And deadly. Tilda, the Zenith that Beta mentioned, She was the one who rescued me.
Did she say why?
She knew Elizabeth Sobek. Seems to think helping me is honoring her in some way. She was willing to share information on both Silence's plans and the other Zeniths.
But you still don't trust her. Where I come from, the more valuable the knowledge shared, the higher the price extracted. I'd be careful if I were you, Aloy.
All right, what
You
about our
mentioned
quest?
there was something you needed help with?
Yes. So, as I was sifting through data from the greenhouse, I found references to an old world system back in the Great Delta. It's called Leviathan. My people discovered it decades ago. A sprawling network of river gates and a labyrinth
no.
of underground tunnels. The legacy revealed that the old ones used it to control flooding. But we've never gotten it to work. The whole thing is shut down. But the data from the greenhouse mentions the research facility where Leviathan was created. It's in San Francisco.
Another Pharaoh facility?
No, Leviathan was a project by Eileen Sasaki, another ancestor. So the legacy tells us, anyway, if we can acquire that data, we might be able to fix the system back in the Great Delta. Every year, my sister gets terrified when the long rains begin. With Leviathan, maybe she won't have to be.
Okay. So, where in San Francisco is this facility?
That's the thing. The data doesn't say where, exactly. But one of our diviners has been exploring the ruins. He might know. Would you come with me? I have a feeling that wherever this facility is, well, you're much better at fighting machines
This
than I
sounds
am.
like water puzzles, though. I don't want to do that.
I'll let you know when I'm in landfall.
But I think there's a trophy, probably, right? There was a trophy assigned to other companion quests. All right.
I should get going. Be ready to go on my signal, okay?
I won't let you down.
I know. And, like I said, I'll let you know when I'm in landfall. We'll find the data you're after.
I appreciate it.
What, you don't want water puzzles? No, not really. I did the water cauldron. That was enough. Yeah, I think you guys are talking about shipping people in the game. Yeah, I don't ship Katalo or Aloy. I'm with Marauder on this. Aloy has never shown any romantic interest in anyone. I don't think the game needs it. And she doesn't seem to be overly interested in it. So,
Don't mention it.
water puzzles are better than lava puzzles. Well, maybe. Oh, we got stuff here. Pashav's token. So what does she have to say about that now?
So Silen's plan was to trick Regala into sacrificing her tribe in a hopeless battle against the Zeniths. It's so heartless.
Yeah, it's bad.
Hikaru,
Silence
Dekka,
is not good.
Katalo, countless others. I won't let their lives be thrown away.
I'm really curious to see how this plays out with Silence.
When it looks impossible, look deeper. And then fight like you can win. I will, Rost. Now and always.
Oh, I love that I have a dinosaur training dummy in here now. Or I didn't see that earlier, at least. I think we had this one to start, but they're adding things as we go.
Focus.
No, it's Varl's.
Varl's. I used to think no Nora would ever accept one. But Varl did. Even when he was overwhelmed. He refused to let me push him away.
You were just thinking of a way to continue the story. I think you continue the story even without these characters. You know, there's so many places that they can just explore with the world and the lore and the history that they've created. You know, but you know, who knows? Who knows?
I failed Varl at Gemini. I should have pushed harder. I should have done more. I'd give anything to have him back.
I'll tell you this, whatever they do, I trust their writers and narrative designers over there. They've held my interest for two really long games now that were, you know, my favorite part of the game is the story and the characters. So whatever they choose to do, whether it's telling more stories with these characters or going to a whole nother place, I'm looking forward to it.